The joy that it brings me to see Brendan Fraser coming back into the limelight and getting so much praise from so many people cannot be described. He was one of my favorite actors when I was a kid, and honestly, I'd always wonder where he went. Well, it wasn't until years later that I found out the horrible stories that had happened to him. And yet, the man comes back and is on top of the world right now. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Royce, and welcome to A Drink with Crazy. I am so glad that all of you are here. I hope that you enjoy how I cover the news, the indie comic books, and the indie stories that are coming out, and a little bit of Hollywood sprinkled in here and there just for some flavor. So without any further ado, tonight we're drinking Blue Moon, because I haven't had a Blue Moon in a while, and you know what? It's about time. So without any further ado, let's get over to the Daily Mail. Brendan Fraser tears up during a standing ovation for comeback movie The Whale at the Venice Film Festival. Actor shunned by the limelight after depression of sexual assault claims. Now, this was from September 5th, 2022. I tried to find the updated article, and the best one I could find is the New York Post here. All right, Brendan Fraser moved to tears again after the standing ovation for The Whale. Brendan Fraser got emotional during yet another standing ovation for his performance in Darren Aronofsky's The Whale. Brendan Fraser got emotional again during yet another standing ovation for his role in The Whale. After the screening of the movie at the BFI London Film Festival on Tuesday, the audience gave a 5-minute standing ovation, according to the Daily Mail. See, that's the one I wanted to find, and I couldn't. There we go. 5-minute standing ovation at London's screening of The Whale, the movie that marks his comeback after the battle with depression and revealing he'd been sexually assaulted by Hollywood bigwig. This is what I want to get at, and there's a couple other things that are out there, and the rumblings are out there. So the actor, he is 53 years old. The 53-year-old emotional display comes amid a lengthy press. No, block notifications. Shut up, Daily Mail. I don't want to hear notifications from you. Amid lengthy press tour for his new project, which marks his triumphant return to Hollywood after a lengthy battle with depression. Brendan has said this was sparked after he was sexually assaulted by the former president of Hollywood Foreign Press Association, Philip Burke, in 2003. In a video shared by a guest at the premiere, an emotional Brendan is seen bowing to rapturous applause from the audience before embracing director Darren Aronofsky and screenwriter Samuel D. Hunter. See, that's an easy name. Why can't they all be that easy? Who joined him on stage. Am I at Venice Film Festival? 5-minute standing ovation for Brendan masterpiece performance in The Whale. He had the crowd in the palm of his hand the entire movie. My heart is in my throat, the audience member wrote alongside the video. This just warms my heart to see. But one of the things that saddens my heart to hear is that some people out there are claiming that this movie is some version of phobic, right? That we can't just let somebody come back after years worth of depression because nothing is ever good enough in the cultural battle that we are in. Many people are saying that Brendan's portrayal in the movie is actually against overweight people, and that he should not be portraying a man who weighs 600 pounds as unhealthy. Now, for most of us out there who live in somewhat reality, we would understand that being 600 pounds is radically unhealthy for the body. The organs and the bones and even the tendons and everything inside are literally being crushed and torn apart under their own weight. And yet the man who comes out and is trying to do an emotionally stirring movie wearing a suit that would absolutely weigh him down and make it hard for him to actually perform, none of that can be recognized. Because apparently in the world that we live in, we are not supposed to comment on anything at all ever that could possibly make somebody else uncomfortable. And after years and years and years of seeing this, it's why Why do we still do this? Why can we not let happy moments simply be happy moments? Why is it that there's the destructive... Why is it that they are trying to destroy joy and happiness? I think if they're trying to destroy all this, it just means that they simply have nothing in their lives to be happy about, and thusly, we all have to share in their misery. I mean, misery does love company, after all. But seeing this, it makes my heart warm, and the good thing that I have on my side is I can block out all the nonsense. I'm excited to see Brendan Fraser return in this emotionally stirring film. Not because it's an emotionally stirring film, I care less about that. But to see Brendan Fraser come back, because again, that guy was my Harrison Ford growing up. He was Indiana Jones to me because he was Rick O'Connell. He's been in so many fantastic roles over the years, and after suffering that horrible, horrible tragedy that happened to him, after years of dealing with it, he's finally making his way back to where he should have been the entire time. Never forget that the Hollywood monsters will always choose to eat their own first and then come after you second. So just remember everything that's going on in Hollywood right now, how they're treating the fans, what they're saying to the fans, what they say about the fans. Well, guess what? They probably say that about all the people who work inside of it. I'm sure we've all heard the stories out there of people who absolutely agree with one side of politics or the other, but are not allowed to talk about it because if they do, they will be eaten by their own. It is a completely parasitic, and I'm probably using that in a bad way, but maybe not. I think it's parasitic in that they use the trust of the people to tell their stories, and then secretly they are sucking the blood out of the culture. So it is a parasitic nature. It's something that is sickening the culture. And these people are doing it to themselves first before they do it to anyone else. Now, Brendan Fraser just so happens to be somebody who suffered at the hands of this. And when I found that out years later, I couldn't believe it. I went, wow. I just thought he was a washed up actor for many, many, many years because I was like, why isn't he getting roles anymore? He was great in all the roles I saw him in. I want to see him more. Well, I don't know what he did, and I was just too ignorant to understand because I didn't do the research. It wasn't until my wife had told me when he started sharing what had happened to him, why he left. And at that point, I understood. And the biggest thing that I understand now is that everybody out there who loves Brendan Fraser as an actor, who thinks his charisma on screen is fantastic, needs to go and support this movie. And we need to go show all of these people out there who are trying to claim some version of phobic or insensitivity or whatever simply because they don't have their lives together. We need to go show them that, no, you know what? This man deserves the success that he is seeing. He deserves the standing ovation, and he deserves to come back from the darkest part of his life, back into the light of the thing that he loves to do, acting. So thank you all so much for being here on A Drink with Crazy. I appreciate all of you being here. And for those of you who really like what I am doing, I just put memberships on the channel. Now, those memberships are going to be there for 3 reasons. The first reason is that past live streams, you're going to be able to go back and watch past live streams on the channel and interact in that way. You're also going to be there for members-only live streams that I will be putting up. I might do some gaming live streams with members of the channel over there. That's something else that I'm batting around. I got to get the time to set all this stuff up. And the other thing that is really the most important, I am a supporter of the Iron Age and all the writers out there. And the best way to help me get different books and bring different writers to you is to send in a couple of bucks. And if many of you decide to become members, I will actually be able to go out, financially support these guys, read them, give reviews on them, and then show you guys that you should financially support them as well. So thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Cheers, everybody. Thank you all for being here on A Drink with Crazy. If you guys never want to miss a notification for the channel, go down in the link in the description and click that button to follow me and support me over on Locals. It's free to join, but that's where you can support me with money if you so choose. Also, don't forget to click those Rumble and Odyssey links so that way we can get over there and keep that growing. And until next time, cheers, everybody.